The wrists often take quite a bit of strain in yoga, and we're going to do a few exercises now just to help maintain the wrists and increase the flow of energy and circulation to the joints, which helps to lubricate them, open them out, and reduce, if not prevent, the onset of degenerative conditions of the hand. So just starting with a little movement where you're tapping the finger and the thumb together. So first finger, middle finger, fourth finger, little finger, back and forth, like that. Just getting movement, tapping the fingers forward and back. Just to get a bit of movement into the joints. And then speed up as much as you can. Start off slow and then moving back and forth as fast as you can, just to get a bit of movement in the hands.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then make strong fists, so tight fists, and then roll the wrists around.
There you are, you see.
It's not loose,
One action.
there's tightness in the fists to help put some energy into the tendons, and then roll them around and around and around. Round one way, round the other way. And then extend the arms forward and tighten all the muscles of your arms and do the same thing. Because the energy channels that supply your wrists and your fingers run through your arms. So tighten the arms and circle the wrists around. And around the other way. Same idea, but with the arms stretching up. And circle the wrists around and around as you stretch the arms up. And around the other way. And then just open and shut the hands with a bit of a fire breath. So it's the idea is just to get the circulation into your hands. And then just stretch, pulling the fingers and pushing the wrist forward. So from sideways on, it looks like this. Just gently stretching the wrist back. Obviously, repeat on the other side. Stretching the wrist back. And then just shake out the hands. Shaking is a very excellent physical medicine for pretty much any part of condition. It helps to release energy blockages and just vibrates all the cells and the ligaments and the connective tissues and releases little blockages. Just shaking. Obviously, if anything hurts, stop doing it or do less of it. It shouldn't hurt. It should feel quite nice. And now, technique for getting the circulation into the wrist and joint. Grab a hold of your hand, not the wrist, but the hand itself. And now look, you pull. Now keeping that tension, so you're opening up the joint a little bit. You then just move the hand up and down. So you sort of wiggle the hand up and down. So you're just gently stretching and massaging into the ligaments of the wrist. So up and down, I'll exaggerate, it's sort of up and down like that, but it's a smaller movement. And you keep the tension and then lift up and down. And then forward and back. Up and down, forward and back, wiggling it around. Obviously, do both sides. Pull apart, lift the wrists up and down. Just getting that little bit of movement, look. So the hand stays still and the wrist moves. So you're just getting the movement in the carpal tunnel and all the carpal bones, just getting a little bit of movement, so it massages. Everything likes a massage in the wrist and the ligaments of the wrist and the cartilage and the joints. It's all the same. Everything likes a bit of a massage because it helps get the circulation going. Forward and back as well. So forward and back and forth, up and down. It's all about the movement, circulation. Then shake out the hands again. And then get the thumb, and if you press your thumb around the inside of the wrist, along the wrist crease, you'll notice there are places where the thumb just slots in. Little grooves, little dents. And you press your thumb into those and massage around and around. Press the thumb in and massage round and around and around. All around the whole area of the wrist. Back and front. Any points that feel a little bit achy or a little bit painful, they're the ones that need a bit of extra attention. Obviously doing both sides. The thumb just looks around. In certain places it won't sort of slot in, other places it just sort of, it fits in a little bit more. And it's those places where it fits in, those are the ones you want to focus on. Press in, they're little acupressure points. If you feel a sensation somewhere else in your hand, if I press here and feel a sensation in my thumb, that's a good sign that you're in the right place. Massage around, front and back. And then just gently pull the fingers. Pull and circle around slightly. So what you're doing is you're creating a bit of negative pressure. When you pull open a joint, then it creates a very mild vacuum in the joint, which causes the circulation to flow into the joint. And circulation into the joint is a good thing because that brings lubricants and nourishment and oxygen to the joints, which helps prevent the degeneration. So pull and just circle around slightly. Pull and circle around slightly. Gently, obviously it shouldn't hurt. Pull, circle around. Pull, circle around. Thumb as well, pull, circle around. You can spend more time doing this. Once you've got the techniques, you can spend as long as you like. Already the hand's feeling much looser and freer. Other hand, pull, gently pull, circle around, small. Pull, circle round. Pull, circle round. Pull, circle round. Pull, circle round. Shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. And now, stretching each finger individually, using sword fingers. So fingers like this. And then, start with the thumb. The fingers just slot either side of the thumb, like that. And then you use the hand to gently stretch the thumb. And then the next finger. So these two fingers just go either side of that, and then you're using the hand just to stretch open the finger joint, like so. Only as far as it's comfortable. It should be a comfortable stretch. Shouldn't hurt. If it hurts, do less. Each finger individually. Open out, hold it there. And then the next one, hold it out. And the next one. Shake it out. And the other hand. So, two fingers. Thumb. Just gently stretch it back. Opening that thumb joint. Into the finger. Two fingers either side. And then stretch back. Middle finger. Fourth finger. And little finger. And then shake them out. Roll them around. And now press the wrists together. And then roll over. Keeping the wrists in contact. So you're rolling them over. So the wrists are massaging each other. Like so. Also helps release the shoulders and the elbows a little bit, which is always going to have an effect on the wrist. Change direction, around the other way. And then shake out again. Shake out. Another stretch. So your hand faces forward and then turns towards you. So you just twist. So your hand is facing outwards. Then you grab a hold of your thumb and just twist softly a little bit more. But then tension. Tension in the tendons increases the circulation to the tendons and joints. And good circulation is a good thing. It's going to help prevent degeneration, help the circulation of oxygen. That's it. Other side. So hand just turns around, grab a hold of the thumb and twist. And then release, shake, make fists, roll the wrists around. That's it. Round the other way. One more stretch, holding the fingers, push, stretch back. And the other side, push, stretch back. And then shake out the hands. All these exercises are pretty safe as long as you don't do things to the point where it hurts. It's unlikely that you're going to do yourself too much harm, but of course, as with all exercise programs, consult your physician or your doctor before beginning any new exercise program. I think that's more or less it. Any questions? Contact me, alexwestyoga@gmail.com. alexwestyoga@gmail.com, and I'll happily respond to any inquiry. Okay.